Alrighty guys, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. In today's episode, as I said in the last one, we are going to be working inside of the house just to finish up a couple of the bedrooms and stuff, and hopefully the entirety of the second floor. We might take a break after a bedroom or two to work on an exterior area, maybe a mob grinder or the ghast area or the stables or Havenwood. We got a lot of projects and a lot of time to do them. Anywho, in today's episode, we're going to be working on the yellow bedroom. It's going to be known as the sunflower room. I tried to name all the bedrooms after different types of flowers or plants. So this is going to be the sunflower room, and then this one is going to be either the cherry room or the tulip room. It's going to be the pink bedroom. And then on the other side of the house, but with the same layout, it's going to be the red room and the shining and the blue room, which is probably going to be, I don't know. Oh, the orchid room is what it'll be called. And then this one will be called the poppy room or the rose room, something like that. We're definitely going to be doing probably a room per episode, or like dedicate an entire episode to each room, just because the ingredients needed to craft every room is going to be a little bit trickier than most things. I'm not just making it out of spruce wood and dark oak wood. Each room is going to have its own custom bed and design. The bed might be in the same place, you know, but it will be its own custom bed, custom furniture, and of course unique color scheme, which is why we had to get the sheep pen up and running so that we could have enough wool in order to build the rooms. But yeah, we're going to start off with the sunflower suite, so let's lock in. And finally, we have started on the second bedroom inside of the entire mansion. Like I think I've mentioned before, there's going to be about 5 big grand state bedrooms, we'll call them, on the second story, with there being a couple more inside the attic. The attic bedrooms are also going to be colorful and have these grand beds and stuff. However, they're, going to be smaller because they have about 5 blocks less worth of ceiling height, but you know what, that's okay. Because I think it'll be a good challenge, and it'll make them different, So I think, whenever people would come over to stay at this manor, they would obviously choose these staterooms rather than the upstairs bedrooms, just because they will be nicer. They each have a fireplace. The upstairs rooms, if I can squeeze in a fireplace, I'll add in a fireplace, but I'm honestly not sure if we'll be able to put one in. And then keep in mind, guys, once we do finish up the roof, I am going to track down all of these chimneys and put them all in, just so that way it is technically realistic. They're like, there's a fireplace, right here inside the middle of the wall. So there's probably going to be about 24 different chimneys on this freaking roof. But you know what? That's all right. It'll be a little bit of icing on the cake, But yeah, really love this room. I honestly wasn't sure how I was going to feel with it being one of the smaller bedrooms inside of the estate. I was wondering if it was going to be too cramped, but I think honestly it feels just so nice and light inside of that room, but also very rich at the same time. It isn't lacking in its decoration at all, and I think it's a very welcoming room. I think if you traveled 10,000 blocks to get here, you'd be happy to see the yellow sunflower room welcoming you in. And then I think inside of the next episode, we'll be working on the cherry room. It'll be a pink bedroom. I might make it into more of a twin room. I'm not sure though yet, because I do want to have a room with like twin beds in it. But I just don't know if I want it to be that room or one of the upstairs bedrooms, So, I don't know. If you guys have any thoughts, let me know. But we shall finish up this time lapse. Alrighty, so as you guys saw from that lovely little time lapse, I have gone ahead and finished up the entirety of the yellow bedroom. I really like this room so far. We might put in a little bit more yellow here, further down the road or whatnot. But yeah, I think this wall here is a triumph. It's probably going to be the same design that separates the blue room and the red room, because you can't really see any of the pink behind this wall. It is all there. It's just hidden with a bunch of trapdoors, and I think it honestly makes the room feel really snug and stuff. So the bed is probably going to be here. So this is going to be a great little guest bedroom. So I'm gonna quickly run around the house and grab a couple pieces and stuff for this bedroom, and then we'll probably do a time lapse of me laying in the carpet, and then we'll start to decorate the room. But yeah, it's really coming together. So let's lock in. Alrighty, seeing how short this time lapse is gonna be, I want to hear about how your guys' day has been. So feel free to tell me how your day's been right now. Wow, that is a day. It was either good or bad. I have no idea. Yeah, really love this room. And honestly, do tell me how your guys' day was in the comments. I'd love to hear it. So, talk to you guys in the past. Alrighty, so time has come to decorate the room and actually build it up. So I went ahead and grabbed just a whole bunch of stuff that we'll be using. This room isn't really one of the difficult rooms, I suppose, to build. Everything inside of this room is going to be oak, so it's not the most hard thing in the world to collect. The room next door will be using cherry wood, thankfully, so that one also shouldn't be too bad. So we'll just put a little coffee table there. Let me grab my reference picture for the bed frame that I designed. Okay, got it. Do I have any stairs? No, but we can actually go ahead and place down the bed. Boom, boom, and boom. Okay, that one doesn't go there. Neither does that one. Okay. Boom. Oh, I didn't make any stairs. Where's the crafting table? Oh, here it is. It's right in front of me. Yeah, it's right in front of me. Okay, so we've done that. We have plenty of trapdoors. Okay, so we go up to there. Boom, boom, boom. And I also like it because it sort of adds in another shade of yellow directly behind everything. Let's actually sleep in here real quick. Get rid of all the skeletons and stuff above us. So they're being annoying. Okay, and then here what we're going to do is that, boom. So I want this sort of bedroom to feel more like it's made out of wicker, almost. So it's going to be a very elegant little room. So that stuff will go there, and then here we need a slab and a slab. We're gonna jump on it. Oh, or fall. Gonna do that. Grab this. Boom. Build her up. And then this is actually gonna be kind of a good test. I didn't see if these beds would actually fit in these rooms. It looks okay. It looks like it's gonna fit perfectly though. That's good, because like I said, I actually didn't test that, so that would have probably made a good amount of sense. Oh, I like it. Looks lovely. Okay, and then here we're gonna put down some end tables. Oh, pick that guy back up. Okay, let's grab a bit of yellow wool for lampshades. And eventually, after we go to the end, these will be end rods, so they actually produce light. But for now, we're just gonna throw a torch behind it, because I think it's pretty convincing. I mean, it's honestly fine, and it's cheap. I like that. Okay, that's grand. Okay, so then here we have a spot for a little double chest, so we can put something like that there. But what I think we're gonna do initially... Oh, I already have it on me. Okay, cool. So we're going to go ahead and just put down your classic sort of crafting area. As well as just sort of, you know, that sort of stuff. I'll probably put in some coal in here, or charcoal probably. Because that's something I always like to do. I always like to make sure that the guests have plenty of stuff that they would need. Okay, so we can put that guy there. Is that centered? Yes, cool. Boom. We'll do that. Or I don't know. Should we make it out of oak? Ooh, wrong one. Get out of here. So we'll do that. And then I usually do something fancy on the sides. Do that. And then boom. Yeah, I like that. This can be just a nice little armor stand for them to put their stuff while they're here. Over here, we probably need something. Although, quickly, let's see. Where is the pots? Here they are. We're going to go ahead and push back this crafting table to here. Add in a nice big old plant. Yeah. Or honestly, what if we put the armor stand there instead? I think it might look nicer over there. Excuse me. I think we'll do that instead. And then actually, let me see, we'll grab 2 bookshelves. Plop one there. We'll plop one there. And then we will actually go ahead and put down the potted azaleas, because I always think they look so nice in a room. And, you know, keep in mind, since this is a guest bedroom, it doesn't have to be nearly as nice as my room. But that being said, we still want it to be a pretty nice room for whoever gets to sleep in here. Why is it so dark? Oh god, I need to get some torches before I get murdered. Okay. So we've done that. Let's see. So let's go ahead and put a little table down right here. There we go. We'll put a little pot. I'm gonna get high. And we'll put a cake down. We'll grab a dandelion. Must be the last one of the season. Sorry, guys. Okay, anywho. So we'll do that. Is that pretty much everything inside the room that we need in here? I think we definitely need something there. I think the armor stand would look kind of cool here. I think it would sort of make it a little... I don't know. A little showstopper? Not showstopper, but like... just a nice little spot for them to display their armor while they're here, so that way they don't feel like they have to wear armor the entire time. And actually, we might make it iron or something. That's something I usually do. Or, I mean, we could actually put another armor stand here and have that one be a show armor stand. Kind of like that idea, actually. A little bit. I think that makes sense to me. Okay, so we'll grab some oak leaves as well. And we'll probably just plop them down here. We'll change those out to gold or basalt or something later on. There we go. I like that. I like the fact that they have a little cake area here and then a little crafting section here. Who knows, eventually that could move to the other room. And then another thing that I always like to do is I like to put some treats and food and stuff and armor eventually inside of here. So let's see, we'll do sweets on one side and then just food on the other. Then in the middle, we're just going to put like a sword, axe, pickaxe, and shovel. And something else, maybe a shield inside the middle. Probably an iron or something. And that's just in case if they die, they don't have to fight to get all their stuff back. They can just borrow the, or just take them really. Take the tools from their corresponding bedroom. Make things easy on themselves. I'll put up proper banners later. Unless if you guys have a fun design that you'd like to share. I don't know how I'd see it, but maybe you could describe it? I don't know. And then here we still need to get more gold. For now, let's just go crazy and put a mushroom block here. It's not bad for now, but it definitely needs change. Okay. Let's see. Let me have a final look around the room. I'm pleased with this. I think this is a lovely little room. We could even put a brewing stand, but I don't think we need to do that. And then I'll also put some coal inside the furnace, so that way it's ready to go. Oh, and then they also have storage up here too, so they should have plenty of stuff. I really wish I could put sunflowers in a room. Or, not in a room, but in a pot. That'd be awesome, instead of just putting it in the grass. I think that's everything we needed. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to quickly go ahead and grab some armor to put in here and stuff. And maybe another pot, so that way this flower has a little bit of a symmetry going on. Or no, what if instead we put the pot, or the flower pot, right here? Oh, that's lovely. Alrighty, I will be right back. Oh, where's the loom? Here it is. Have a little bit of time to go ahead and do a little bit more with this kind of stuff and put in a pretty pattern. Or something like that, you know? So I'm thinking we should definitely do the sunflower design inside the middle of it. I kind of want to do stripes along the background. So we should probably find a different color for the background. What are we feeling? I don't want to do red. I think that'd be too aggressive. Maybe an orange? Oh, hold on. Let's see what we have here. White, purple, blue, black, green, and dye. I don't have enough black for that to work. I was going to say black could maybe be cool. Green dye would be nice. Purple would be very royal, wouldn't it? I hear you, zombie. I hear you. Let's do a bit of green. See how that would look. I'm sure it'll look all right in the end. Okay, so green stripes. No, I'm not vibing with that. Okay, so let's just do. Let me see how. Hello? Oh, there we go. Let's just do the stripes like that real quick, and then throw the charge on. Oh my god. You know, this you really wouldn't think it would be this hard. Okay, we'll do 2 like that. And then for the third one, we'll do the cross with that. Perfect. There. I think that'll make a lovely little thing above the fireplace. So let's go ahead and put that down. I'm going to clean up my inventory off screen and throw some stuff. I also went ahead and took the liberty of adding in a couple more items to the bedroom. I put in full iron gear, including sword, shovel, axe, pickaxe, as well as full iron armor. So this is our first look at the done yellow bedroom, or the sunflower room, I suppose is what I'll call it. Let's head back up here. I want to say it was maybe this level. Oh, that's lovely. Still feels nice and bright, and it just sort of gives the room a little flavor. I really like that. Okay. But yeah, I'll go ahead and show you guys what I put in these chests too. So as you can see, plenty of food and resources. Because, I mean, I've said this a lot, but, you know, it's like, if someone were to die here and stuff, I don't want them to have to go out to the sawmill and chop down a tree, you know. They can come back here, grab some stuff, and then go after their gear, or do whatever they need to do, you know. But yeah, I love the bed in here. Love those lamps. They look absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, I say we're probably done here. Oh, and I added in another armor stand for their own personal gear, and that one's more going to be like displayer in case of emergencies. So we might even move like this stuff into a barrel underneath of that. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode of Minecraft. If you did, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you all inside of the next one. See ya!